SGA 的签名鞋到底是怎么被设计出来的？它的背后有什么不为人知的故事？篮球鞋最初的样子是什么？到底什么是 Converse 篮球？
Longhorn and Trey Johnson.
Okay.
It's up on you, man. It's up on you.
大家好，这是 Telfair， 我们一起挖掘真实励志有趣的篮球文化。你的点赞让我不停更新。频道的老朋友应该知道，我一直在更新 SGA 的球员故事。去年的今天，我在拉斯维加斯的场边第一次见到 SGA， 告诉他我制作了一系列全网最详细的视频。在那之后，Shea 成为了 Converse 的创意总监，推出了自己的第一款签名鞋。这一次，我来到了波士顿和纽约的 Converse 总部，去到了一系列他曾经去过的地方。这一次，我能不能采访到他？
又是18小时的旅途。让我们来拆开盲盒，看一下，这还可以。
第二天一大早，我就收到了一份惊喜大礼包。巧合的是，就在我收到这双 Chuck Taylor 的当天，勒布朗詹姆斯也穿上了一双 Chuck。
呵，写了名字的都，一双鞋。Chuck Taylor 最爱的洗手液、餐巾纸，你这儿有水吗？坚果、韩国饼干，这好像是止痛药啊，太贴心了。
出发之后，我在波士顿的第一站是 Converse Archive Room。在这里，新上任的 CEO Aaron Kane 用中文和我们告别，哦不是打了招呼。
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Say Jim. No, it's wrong.
It's wrong. It should be 你好. 你好.
Well, 你好 is easy, but
Yeah.
sorry, I blew that. That's my fault. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Boston. It is great to see you all here.
在这个 Archive Room 的大厅，我们能看到 Converse 100余年的历史。早在1916年 ，Converse 就开启了篮球线。从 NBA 创立的第一天，球员们就已经在穿 Converse。20世纪60年代 ，Converse 赞助了职业球队 New York Renaissance， 并为他们重新调整了抓地力更好的打底。在今年夏天的 Peach Jam 中，我也见到了这支老牌球队。1962年对阵尼克斯的比赛中，威尔特·张伯伦穿着 Chuck Taylor 得到了100分。1982年 NCAA 全国决赛，迈克尔·乔丹穿着 Pro Leather 完成绝杀。1987年 NBA 总决赛，黑白双雄魔术师约翰逊与拉里·波德穿着 Converse Weapon 进行了他们第3次也是最后一次总决赛对抗。2006年，德文·韦德穿着自己的第一双签名鞋 Converse Wave One 赢得总冠军与总决赛 MVP。在那之后很长一段时间 ，Converse 的篮球陷入沉寂。2019年 ，Converse 重启篮球，签下凯里·乌布雷，并推出了 All Star BB Pro。2020年，他们签下了刚刚完成自己第2个赛季的 SGA。5年之后 ，Shea 001发布。为了直观地了解这段历史，我走进了 Converse 档案库。在这里，我见到了档案管理员 Sam。
Actually, as I said before, I've watched some of your videos on Nike and Converse official website.
Okay.
So after the watching, I'm more interested in you instead of the brand and the shoes. So
That's a very high compliment.
时至今日，他已经担任 Converse 档案管理员长达19年的时间。
I think one of my first memories is meeting a basketball player probably in the first week that I started, named Glenn Davis, who played for the Celtics.
Oh, big baby.
Big baby, yeah. And it was my first time meeting an NBA player, and like I got to shake his hand. And again, I'm 6'4", I'm very tall. I'm generally the tallest person in a room, and his hand like enveloped my hand like he was shaking a baby's hand. And I was like, oh, I'm tiny now. This is how everyone else feels shaking my hand.
在这个档案馆中 ，Sam 接待过很多人，这其中就包括 SGA。
It was a super cool process to get to meet him. It's also just personally, as someone who's 6'4", really cool to see another tall person. And his brother was there too, Tomasi, yeah. They were both there, so they're both my height, and I was like, oh my god, other tall people, this is so cool. This is the Eagle from 1983, only available for 1 year. It has this kind of very modern look to it with this two-piece molded outsole, midsole construction. But probably the shoe we're most well known for in the 1980s, the Weapon that you see here, comes out of the biomechanics lab, padded collar, worn in possibly the greatest basketball rivalry between the East Coast and the West Coast, with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson both wearing it in the 1980s, 86 and 87. But then, again, Sam, what's one of your favorite shoes in the archive? The denim shoe that we made for the University of Kentucky in 1996. Denim, not traditionally thought of as a performance material, You don't see a lot of basketball teams out there wearing denim. And I just like the boldness of someone at Converse being like, yes, this is the look, this is the fact, you know, like how, again, it gets to like where we, you know, live at that intersection of sport and fashion today, but someone being like, no, denim. And so they made faux denim jerseys, but real denim shoes. And one of the questions I was like thinking was like, does anyone know how the 1996 Kentucky Wildcats did when they wore their denim shoes and denim jerseys? I guess it's no. They won the entire tournament. So no one did it before, and no one's done it since. So 100% of the time when you wear denim, undefeated in the entire world. So that's our denim shoe. But it's one of those great like story kind of moments, and I just love it so much.
Sam 所说的这一双鞋是1995至96赛季肯塔基大学所穿的球鞋。在1996年的疯狂3月中，肯塔基大学的球员们穿着这双丹宁材质的球鞋，最终战胜雪城大学，拿下了 NCAA 的全国冠军。这支球队中，除了安图安·沃克成为了著名的96黄金一代，全队共有9人最终加入 NBA， 这其中就包括了 Jeff Shepard， 没错，他就是火箭后卫里德·谢泼德的父亲。NBA 球员德文·布克也对这段历史非常感兴趣，他不仅上缴了2个配色的肯塔基 PE， 还有了这样一双市售的丹宁材质的 Book One Blue Blood 95。离开档案馆，我来到这样一个小屋的前面。Tyler the Creator 是我非常喜欢的 rapper 之一，在我之前的视频中，经常能听到他的音乐。从2017年开始 ，Tyler 开始与 Converse 合作。2025年 ，Tyler the Creator 与 Converse 开启了1908系列。这次我提前看到了 Tyler 与 Converse 最新的联名靴子1908 Bronco Boot。So,
without further ado, I'm really bad with drum rolls, so I'm just going to tap this first, and I'm going to break this door at some point. 3, 2, 1. I present to you the 1908 Bronco Boots by Tyler the Creator. So, what do we have here? We have a beautiful premium lifestyle boot.
下午，我来到了 Converse 的波士顿旗舰店，在这里，我们有机会挑选一件自己喜欢的产品，将它带走。在逛店的时候，我看到这位身穿火影忍者联名的店员，他从库房中为我拿出了这个隐藏款火影忍者的联名背包。
What's on the back?
Oh. It's got the Anbu.
Anbu.
Makeout series, and then it comes with his.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Wow. I love the detail here.
I'll sell it to you.
不知道屏幕前有多少想要这个背包的真火影粉丝呢？最终 Converse by You 的球鞋定制吸引了我。你可以为自己的 Chuck Taylor 选择颜色、纹理，并在鞋子上增加各种字体的文字。在这里还有一些独特的波士顿专属的 patch。我决定为老朋友 Khalid 定制一双低帮的 Chuck Taylor。猜猜看我会做成什么样
Hello. Khalid Osman here. About to open special pair from my boy Wang Yao, aka Telfair. Thank you. Shout out to Converse. He told me he made these for me exclusively, so I'm excited to open them up. Ooh-wee. Look at that. I love the color. Converse's classics. I've been rocking these since I was a kid. Got my kid's name on there, Ali and Aaliyah. My son and my daughter. Ooh-wee. The other, thought both pairs were gonna have their name on it. I like this. Very unique to me. Big time Lakers fan, so of course we gotta beat Boston. This cream color is gorgeous. Can't wait to wear these. Thank you Converse. Thank you Guang Yao, aka Telfair. These are beautiful kicks. Can't wait to wear them. These mean a lot to me. Got all of my favorites on there. My kids, Lakers fan. So customize your Converse, y'all. Customize your Converse.
晚上，我来到波士顿 TD Garden 去看一场凯尔特人对战奇才的比赛。赛前 ，Converse 组织我们与他们的代言人佩顿·普里查德互动了一次。 我让他教育教育我的小学弟，这个赛季刚刚被奇才选中的特雷·约翰逊。
Longhorn Trey Johnson.
Okay.
It's up on you, man. It's up on you.
然而，比赛开场1分钟不到，普利查德就吃到2次犯规，而奇才也很快取得2位数的领先。不过，凯尔特人很快开始反击，重新上场之后，普利查德很快进入状态。全场比赛他12投7中，得到18分，然后他果然单打了特雷·约翰逊一个。凯尔特人当家球星杰伦·布朗21投13中，得到35分。这个赛季，布朗日渐稀疏的头发以及他所使用的增发剂，成为了人们关注的焦点。在我们之前的视频之中也有介绍过，这场比赛他再一次将自己的北京蹭到了对手的球衣上。这一次的受害者是 Keyshawn George， 最终凯尔特人取得29分的大胜。第二天，我们离开波士顿，乘坐火车来到纽约。纽约的 New York Penn Station， 纽约宾夕法尼亚车站就在纽约尼克斯的主场麦迪逊广场花园的对面。下午，我们来到耐克的纽约总部，走进办公室，我看见了 Foot Locker 做的 New York vs New York 的报纸。今年夏天，这些来自纽约的球员曾经来过中国深圳，与打出名堂的孩子们打过一场比赛。这个报纸我一共拿了3份，如果你喜欢这份报纸，可以让我知道，我也许可以寄给你一份。走进这2个房间，我看到了当时还没有发售的 Chuck Taylor All Star 以及最新的联名鞋款。然后我来到了这趟旅程的最后一站。2024年年初，我制作了 Shea 的球员故事第1章。2024年年末，我在场边第一次见到他。一直以来，我很好奇球场之外的 Shea 到底是一个什么样的人。Shea 001到底是怎么被设计出来的？带着这样一些问题，我走进了 Shea Creator Studio， 与 Converse 品牌市场部的 Blaze 聊了聊 SGA 与他的球鞋。在这个 Studio 中，有 Converse 的代言人凯利·乌布雷与佩顿·普利查德的海报，当然还有 Studio 的主角 SGA 与他的球鞋。在这张桌子上摆着 Shea 001的手稿，我听说画出这个手稿的人正是 SGA 本人。
So that sketch was the starting point, and then our design team was really able to help bring that to fruition, make sure that it performed, and then also had the aesthetics that he was looking for. I think the most exciting thing about the shoe, and the exciting thing about the shoe for all the people that have worked on it, right, to me is really the duality. It works on the court from a performance aspect. We know Shea's play style is very lateral, start-stop. He explodes side to side. And the shoe has a number of performance elements that allow it to provide that lateral containment. That's firstly the shroud with the zipper that locks when you place it down flat. It has the gilly inside, the lace-up gilly, which you can lace up. And then it has the outsole as well with the cross rocker for when he moves side to side. So to have all of those elements that allow him to perform at the level he did last year, that's just a must. And then to have the aesthetic on top of that is so disruptive that works not only on the court but off, and see Shea style in all the different ways he has, that's the really exciting part to me. And I think the exciting part for most of our team is to see the shoe work on court the way it does and off court the way it does.
2025年全明星周末期间 ，Shea 001第一次曝光，首发配色就是这个 Butter 配色。我很好奇，为什么他的首发配色会是这个大黄靴的配色
？Is he's from Hamilton, right, in Canada, and a lot of the sports teams in Hamilton have a color similar to butter. There are lots of yellow variations, so I think that's one aspect. And I think secondly, when he saw the color, he just knew this needed to be the launch color, and was immediately declarative that this should be the launch color. And the rest is history, as you know. Like.
在这张桌子上还有 SGA 与家人的照片。Shea 001最初的几个配色与名字都与 SGA 的家人有关，代表母亲 Charmaine 的 Sean Black， 代表妻子 Haley 的 Hale Clay， 代表弟弟 Thomasy 的 Massey Blue， 还有未来上市的代表儿子的 Aris Gray。
So I think Shea has been very clear, and you'll hear him talk in the media about it too, about how he derives a lot of his strength from his family, inspiration from his family, and that's really a source of strength for him both on and off the court. And I think when we look at these colorways, it's great how we were able to bring to fruition 3 separate colorways that told 3 separate stories, with the Mossy Blue for his brother, Hale Clay for his wife, and Charm Black for his mother. And they're separate, distinct stories, but when you put them all together, it's kind of the holistic family unit that has allowed him to be as successful as he is.
当然，最近 SGA 在赛前上缴了这个全新的圣诞配色，似乎开启了一个新的篇章。这个全新的配色将在12月12号推出。在这个 studio 中摆放着一个唱片机与几张专辑。Drake 是 SGA 最喜欢的说唱歌手之一，在唱片机旁就摆着一张 Drake 2011年的经典专辑 Take Care 以及2016年的 Views。除了 Drake， 还有 Lil Yachty 的首张专辑 Lil Boat 以及2024年的新专辑 Bad Camille。在Shea 001的发布会上， Lil Yachty 也来到现场献唱。 我将这个房间中的专辑放在一个名为 Shea Creator Studio 的播放列表，发在了评论区，大家可以自行进行添加和欣赏。虽然我们之前见过面，但是其实我一直很好奇，球场之外 Shea 到底是一个什么样的人？与他一起创造一双鞋是一种什么体验？
I think when you think about Shea's play style on court, right, one of the things that separates him from everyone else is his vision. He can see things before they're going to happen. He can hit a teammate streaking down the court, put him in position to make a layup unguarded. He knows things that are going to happen before they do with his vision, right? And off the court, he has a similar vision from a product standpoint, like we talked about. He knows what he wants to make happen, and it really puts the burden on the Converse team then to make it happen. And it's exciting to work with someone that brings that same vision from their performance side of them to the creative side as well.
在离开这个 studio 时，我也顺走了一个属于我的战利品。美国作家威廉·福克纳所创作的戏剧《修女安魂曲》中有这样一句话 ：“The past is never dead, it's not even past。”过去不会消亡，它甚至还未过去。过去也许就是现在。直至今日 ，Converse 的历史仍然在各种方面影响着当下的篮球鞋。就在我离开纽约之后，11月，布克居然上缴了这样一双 Book One Chuck Taylor PE。而就在视频发布之前 ，Converse 也宣布签约 Shea 的表弟尼吉尔·亚历山大·沃克。近10年前，高中的亚历山大·沃克与 Shea 一起从加拿大来到美国的田纳西州，一起进入大学，并在 Shea 之后1年进入 NBA。这个赛季加入老鹰队之后，亚历山大·沃克场均得分直接翻倍，来到了20加的得分。而作为卫冕冠军 ，SGA 与他的雷霆高歌猛进，难求一败。终于，沉寂了近20年的 Converse 与 SGA 一起回到了篮球。在未来，他们又会书写什么样新的故事呢？去年的今天，我在球场边第一次见到 SGA。也许未来的某一天，我也真的能和 Shea 本人一起聊一聊他那引以为傲的签名鞋，谁知道呢？
小神 BB 环节又回来了，现在在肯尼迪国际机场，美东之旅就此结束啊。下面是美西，又要回到熟悉的洛杉矶了。Let's go。